Hello friends, my name is Salman and you are watching my channel Silent Tech. In this video, I will tell you about some common setting associated with the Veeam backup and recovery. Basically, in a typical environment, there is a server, Veeam server, which is used to back up the virtual machine or physical machine, and this server is connected to a switch, and this switch is connected to a physical host. For example, here we have two physical hosts, one on which on one server I have installed ESXi1, and on second server I also install a ESXi2. On this ESXi server I have installed only virtual machines, and sometimes these machines use the local hard drive or some storage hard drive on the network. So this is the typical setup environment for Veeam backup and recovery. So I simulate this design into my home lab. So first of all, I have a laptop. On top of that laptop, I install VMware Workstation 16.0, which is the latest version of VMware. And on top of that, I have installed two ESXi server, ESXi server 1 and ESXi server 2. On these ESXi server, I have installed virtual machines. For this demonstration, I installed Windows 7 virtual machine. So I will perform all the common tasks on this ESXi server. And as the course goes to the advanced level, I will add another server on this demonstration. In my laptop, I have installed Windows 10. And on top of that, I have installed the software which is called Veeam Backup and Replication version 11. Basically, version 11 is the latest version of Veeam Backup and Replication software. So in this demonstration, I will show you how to add a backup repository, how to add a server. So this is a very important class of my lecture series. So let's move to my real environment. So as you can see, this is my workstation. So as I told earlier that on my laptop I have installed a VMware Workstation, which is 16, which is the latest version. On top of that, I have installed a two ESXi server, VMware ESXi server, which is version is 7.01, which is also a latest version of ESXi server. And this is the one server and this is the second server. On top of that servers, I have installed a virtual machine. So for example, as you can see, the IP address here is 192.168.11.134. So I browse this IP address. So as you can see, I open this IP address in my browser, and you can see on virtual machine I have one virtual machine which is called Windows 7 clone. I also powered on this virtual machine. So this is my lab setup. So for demonstration now, I have also, as you can see, this is the icon of Veeam Backup and Application Console. So I double click this icon and this window will pop up. So this is the main console of the Veeam Backup and Recovery. Veeam Backup and Recovery is an excellent tool for backing up any type of environment or workload or file server. So in this video, I will show you the most common areas of this console. So as you can see here, I have a home tab. On the home tab, you have some options over the top toolbar, which is called backup jobs. You can backup virtual machine, Windows computer, Linux computer, Mac computer, Unix computer, or file share. Also, there is an option replication job. I will show you how to perform replication in my videos. And there is an option CDP. CD means continuously deployment policies. Basically, this is the continuous. This perform the continuous backup of any workload. Same like we have other options. So this is in the home tab, you have an option called jobs. There are no job listed here because I don't create any job here. As soon as I will create the job, this job will appear here. This option shows the my job's status, whether it is successful, failure, or not completed. So it will again empty. The second tab, you can change these options from the bottom. There is a double icon, you click it, you check and uncheck it. If you don't see all the options, just go there and check all of them. Some of them are very important, some of them are not very important. So this is the home tab where you can create any backup job. On the second tab we have inventory. This is the most important tab, because in this tab you will add your virtual machines, your physical machine, your physical server, your anything you want to backup, you can add here. For example, in virtual infrastructure, I just click on the add server. For demonstration, I have already added my first server. Now I am added the second server. So I click on the add server. It will ask me which type of virtual server do I have. So I have a virtual VMware server. So I click on this server, and on the vSphere server, I click on this. Here you can input your IP address as well as your DNS server if you are configure a DNS server properly. So the IP address of my second ESXi server is 192.168.11.138 and click next. It will ask you the credential, click add button, and the username always is root, and now you can add your password. Click OK and click apply. It will ask you a certificate, click continue. It will take some time because this is the heavy jobs. So starting infrastructure item updated process. It will take 2 or 3 minutes to add an ESXi server in your inventory. Basically this is the virtual infrastructure. Here you can see you have option for there. As you can see, there is a one running task. So as you can see, now the second server will also appear here, 192.168.11.138. In this way you can add as many servers as you want. So the excellent way to add this server is you should add vCenter server, because vCenter server contain all these servers. So you don't want to individually adding them one by one. So this job is still running, so you have to wait for some time and then click next and click finish. So in this way I have added 2 servers. As soon as I click on the server 1, which is 192.168.11.134, now you can see this is the virtual machine I want to backup in my next lecture. So the first task is to add any virtual infrastructure or any virtual server into your Veeam console. The second most important function is to add a backup repository. Basically, what is backup repository? Backup repository is a repository where you backup your virtual machine. It can be attached directly to your computer or it can be attached on network. So in this demonstration, as you can see, I have my PC. I have connected my external hard drive, which is called Salman MIS, which is about 2 TB, and on which I have 1.19 TB is free. In this USB portable drive, I have created a folder which is called Home Lab Backup September, Home Lab Backup, and other as Home Lab Backup Repository. So this folder will use as a backup repository for this demonstration. So I will show you how to add this backup repository. So go to the backup infrastructure, select the backup repository, and on the top you have an option called add repository. Click on that option. It will ask you direct attached storage. So I click on the direct attached storage. After that you should select Microsoft Windows. So I select Microsoft, and you can give any name as you want. So I will go with default and click next. And this is my repository. Basically this is my PC name, Salman Home. So I populate As soon as I click on the populate, it will bring all the working hard drive of my PC in this path list. So I click next. So as you can see, it is a repository. So I click on the browse and I expand this option. This is the hard drive. So I will click on the home backup repository for this demonstration and I click OK, and I choose the default options for this demonstration. I click. It will ask me the recommended file system of the repository is REFS, but I don't have REFS file system on my portable hard drive, so I will click on the yes, and then I click next and I click apply. It will also again take us some time because this is it will take 2 to 3 minutes because this is a very heavy software. It will take a lot of resources of your computers. So basically what I did in this lecture, I will added a server on which I have a backups. I will take a backup from these servers, and then after that I have added a backup repository. Basically backup repositories are very important because all the backup goes to this repository. This is the storage where I save my backup. So basically this is a short video. So in the next video I will show you how to backup a virtual machines step by step. Thank you very much for your time.